Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock, and yes, Kizzy Rock is my birth given name. Happy Friday. I want to say hey to all my subscribers, new as well as seasoned. Got a word for you. Tap in. Guys, I'm going to give you a quick disclaimer. I forgot to turn off my notifications. Hopefully the phone behave. I've been doing really good with turning them off, but I'm slipping today. I'm cleaning, and I got to download, and I had to sit on my steps because I want to get this out. So please forgive my notifications if they start going crazy. All right, guys, thank your haters. Thank your enemies. Thank them. Thank them. Because the season that you're currently in, or the season that you're going, if you're in the season where you feel like you're stuck and you're struggling, right, that dry season, keep pressing. Your breakthrough is coming if you do the right thing, meaning stay obedient to what God is asking you, etc., etc. Most importantly, well, not most importantly, but please stop fighting to get back to the people that God has removed. However he's removed them. If they left you, if you left them, if they've been disloyal and your little heart is on the floor because it's a best friend for 30 years, it's somebody in your own bloodline, and you just can't figure out how in the world could someone be that evil to just try to harm me, hate on me, stop blessings because of their own insecurities and their own jealousy. And you're trying to figure this thing out, but in trying and figuring it out, you're still longing to go back there. And sometimes that longing is about you trying to understand it, and you will never understand it most times. What you need is closure. So we keep trying to understand spiritual things on a physical level, meaning God has to allow something. You can't even see how this person is warring against you in the spirit. This person is praying against your everything that God have ever shown you. They're praying against your whole destiny. But all you see is the smiles. All you see is the girls' night out. All you see is our kids play together. All you see is we, as the men would say, we piss the bed together. That's all you see. But God sees from the spiritual realm, this person is playing up with all kind of foolishness, and they're delaying your blessings. Let's be clear, delaying, not blocking. This is why many of you, including myself, when once you've left certain people, boom, acceleration in blessings. Why is that? Why in the world, when you're around people you've been around for, 15, 20, 30 years, you seem so stuck? God have already shown you. God have told you what your destiny looks like. God have told you how he's going to use you, but you're stuck. It feels like you're watering dead grass. You're in quicksand. You can't get anywhere. But the minute someone breaks your heart, the minute someone rejects you, the minute a narcissist start all kind of turmoil, and you're now the one everybody's looking at because they don't understand how narcissists work, right? The minute you get away from that stuff, even with your heart broken, why is it that acceleration starts? Why is it that when you relocate, everything is falling into place? Why is it that when your heart gets broken and you allow God to send you through a healing/single season, the minute you heal, you got 50 different men to choose from? Great men at that. Think about it. And if these people did not hurt you, you would still be there because of your own loyalty. Even though you may feel God is telling you, hey, there's more for you. I need you to pivot. I need you to go X, Y, and Z. I need you to do this because I have great things for you. I need you to be on stages. I need you to reach people. Your destiny is huge. He's already given you this download, but you can't even take a first step because it's like, well, I'm loyal. So sometimes God has to snatch the rug. And many times with snatching that rug, we can't, well, most times, if not all, we cannot control how it's snatched and when it's snatched. I just wanted to share that because a lot of people, speaking with the text message that I read on the last recording, just having a further in-depth conversation with this gentleman we were really speaking about this, and it's so deep. It's so deep. And he had asked me, I'm not sure if he's in the actual pivoting season. Pivoting is the word he used. I mean, that's definitely fine. I mean, I would use that word as well. But, I call it more so less the isolation season. Basically, it's just when God snatches everybody from you, pretty much gets you solo dolo so he can work, heal you, and then pat you in the butt, send you to destiny. Job well done. So he was asking me, how did I feel about it when I was in it? And I responded back and I put rough, all caps, rough with like 100 exclamation marks behind it. However, when I got to the other side, I knew exactly why God had to do it, and I will do it 100 times again. The reason why we struggle when we're in it, because we don't know what God is doing. We got to know everything. He's telling you, he's told you, I want to give you better. I'm telling you, I got a huge destiny for you. He's telling us that. But when he starts removing things, we're freaking out because we can't see the full picture. We got to know the details. We're searching for details. God have already given you the revelation. He's not going to give you every single detail, because if he do, trust me, you will run back so quick if you knew everything you had to endure, including the attacks from the enemy, attacks from the same quote unquote, well, I was speaking Satan, right? But now I'm speaking enemy as in the people right in your own camp, right? And you share your own bloodline, strangers, whatever. These people will feel that you're pulling away. So now their spiritual warfare, whatever they got going on, probably some bunny foot, chicken foot, whatever they're doing up in that spiritual realm, to try to block your blessings, they're even going to come harder because they feel that you're pulling away. Not only do they feel that you're pulling away, they know where God is taking you. They don't know, but they know. Let me tell you something. People will sometimes see the light in where God is taking you and the amount of blessings you're going to come into before you even see it. You're too busy fighting off things in the spiritual war, not even realize they're doing it. So your energy is going based more on all these attacks, everything that's going on around you. You're just constantly distracted because you don't even realize the same person, household you're in, is the same person praying against you. Now something happens. Your man leaves you. I don't know. Something crazy happens, and now you're calling your quote unquote friend, and she's coming over, holding your hand to pray with you as you're crying. And this same chick is the same one who is causing all this. There's a lot of people who don't have the gift of discernment. And if you don't have that gift, please, whatever you do, pray for it. Pray for it. Please pray for it. Ask God to give you discernment, honey, because it will save you so much. I used to catch hell from people who thought I was too private. Well, I'm family, so why don't I know who you're dating? Listen, if you need to know it, you will know it. Tell me how my personal life will affect your life, personal, right? How my personal life will affect your life, and I'll tell you everything you need to know. You're not coming in my house. I'm not giving you every detail. In fact, one thing that I had to learn, and I share this with you guys now, please, please stop sharing certain things with anybody. Certain things God give you, you're going to have to keep it to yourself, because you can truly release something to someone with the right intention. And this person could be a great person, seriously. But this person just in a moment of excitement, like this person really celebrates you, but they go and tell it to someone else because they're just happy. Like, oh my goodness, guess what happened to Karen? Karen just got a new man. Karen just got a new house. And who does it get back to? The same person who's playing up in that demonic realm, who's going to but slow your blessings down. Now you're fighting unnecessary warfare just because you're speaking, just because you want somebody to see, things too quickly. You should be able to hop on yachts and hit up Bora Bora and come back and no one even knows that you even been, right? Or you can talk about it once it happens. But speaking about things before it manifests, you're talking about hold some blessings up. Many of us were supposed to be way further along than what we currently are. The things that God has for us is mind blowing. And we don't even realize that we are literally behind. But it's okay. We'll get there. You're going to get there. But if you're still having people around and your spirit have convicted you and warned you about this person, and I don't care if it's your own mama, if you're respectfully, I don't play with your mamas, right? Because you better not play with mine. Okay. So it's like your spirit has pinged and warned you. And it's not always that, again, people are demonic and hateful, right? You do have those ones too. Like, these people really want you gone, like, seriously. But there's people who have yet to really tap into or get in alignment or refuse to obey and be obedient so they can have their own blessings released. And so they're stuck. So they develop the seed of envy because they just feel like it's just you always get this, you always, and they can get the same thing, but they're holding themselves up because they're too focused, taking that time and energy fighting against you in the spiritual realm. They could have been going further. But in this season right here, if God has pinged your spirit about a person, I don't care who it is, you got to go. Point blank, period. In whatever way that is. Again, it might just be close your mouth, stop talking about certain things, right? It might just be, stay away from that person. Every time you go to this family event, they're bringing you your plate. Don't bring me my plate. I already know you don't like me. Don't bring me my plates. Period. I ain't even coming, matter of fact, right? That type of thing. Okay. But thank your enemy, guys, because from reading your emails, a lot of you are in due season. Again, due season doesn't mean that, boom, you have every single thing that God has promised you. It just means you're there, honey. You up in the land. You've already received some of the things, right? But more is coming, and it's like any day. But a lot of you have said that you're in due season, but before you arrive at due season, it's like you're in due season, but you know you need to celebrate it. And you are celebrating it, but because the warfare and the heartbreaks, everything that it took before the door to due season opened, you went through so much that, yes, you're excited to be in due season, but think about how even more excited you would be if you didn't go through the heartbreak and the hurt, the disloyalty, all that stuff prior to due season. But you're there. But if you're honest, you got to look back and think that the people that God moved from you, either they were just not elevated enough to go yet. They may come later or whatever. They're not elevated enough to go yet. Or you've always had some type of conviction, some type of side eye, some type of about a person, and you didn't remove them, so God removed them for you. Or you've been always stuck with that mindset, which is conditioning of blood is thicker than water, and everybody. And so you try to hang on to that for that factor, even though some bloods are the main ones. When you really look back, once you get there, it all makes sense. So you got to thank them now because they push you. Their whole desire was to block all your blessings and think that you would never be able to be everything that God told you would be. And if they do this, they throw this monkey wrench in and all this stuff, you will just stay there with them. No, honey, all you did was broke my heart so God could push me into due season. It's your girl, Kizzy Rock.